Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us and welcome to our travel channel. After spending a very enjoyable 6 days exploring Paris, we headed south to the French Riviera and the beautiful city of Nice.
You can check out our Paris adventures in the previous video. The French Riviera has been a playground for aristocrats, artists, celebrities, and jet setters for well over a century, and it's always been near the top of our list for places to visit.
Absolutely.
It's situated along the Mediterranean Sea with its crystal clear turquoise waters, beaches, rocky coves, and the rolling hills of the surrounding area.
We travelled there on the train from Paris and booked 7 nights at the Busby Hotel, which was conveniently located near Nice's main attractions.
So we'll give you a tour of the hotel, let you know what we did, and also tell you about two of our favorite restaurants. We're Tanya and Martin, and we've been traveling the world, going to all the places that we've always dreamed of visiting.
We've still got plenty of places to go, so please join us as we plan our travels and continue our journey around the world. Our time in Paris had ended and it was time to take the train to Nice in the south of France. So we headed to the Gare de Lyon train station. The train ride from Paris to Nice cost $63 per person. The journey would take 5 hours and 48 minutes, so we settled in and enjoyed the view as we speeded through the French countryside. We arrived at Niceville train station, located in the heart of the city. For our stay in Nice, we made a booking at the Busby Hotel. This hotel was conveniently located between the Gare de Ville train station and Nice's famous Promenade. It only took us 12 minutes to walk from the train station to our hotel.
The hotel sits in a very pleasant neighborhood with other hotels nearby. It's decorated in a very modern style and has a small bar. The lounge next to the bar is very spacious with comfortable seats for conversing and having an evening cocktail. Our hotel room was tastefully decorated. It had an adequate amount of closet space and a modern bathroom.
After unpacking, we set out to explore the nearby area and have some dinner. Just a couple of blocks away from the hotel was the Rue de France, which is one of Nice's most lively and charming streets, located just a few steps away from the famous Promenade de Anglais. Rue de France is lined with restaurants, cafes and bistros where you can find traditional French cuisine, pizza and seafood. Many of the restaurants have outdoor seating, which is especially enjoyable in the evening when the street comes alive with people out for dinner or an evening stroll. Many of the restaurants and bars would stay open late, with people enjoying the warm Mediterranean evenings and listening to live music.
After dinner, we walked down to the promenade where we found several restaurants right on the beach. We stopped in at Le Galet restaurant, which was the perfect spot to have an after-dinner aperitif. We sat just a few steps away from the water and listened to the waves roll up onto the beach. I had a martini and Martin had a pastis, a classical southern French aperitif. The waitress suggested olives to accompany our drinks, a perfect ending to the day.
The next morning we went to check out the breakfast buffet in the hotel. The buffet cost €12 per person. After seeing what they had on offer, we decided that that was a fair price.
The promenade along the Mediterranean Sea is the crown jewel of Nice. It's a world-renowned waterfront boulevard stretching for 7 kilometers. The blue chairs scattered along the length of the promenade are iconic. The promenade dates back to the early 19th century when English aristocrats began wintering in Nice to escape the cold of northern Europe. In 1820, Englishman Reverend Lewis Way financed the construction of a walkway along the sea, which eventually became known as the Promenade des Anglais in honor of the English patrons and its historical ties to British visitors. As you stroll along the promenade, you're greeted by stunning views of the deep blue waters of the Bay of Angels, swaying palm trees, elegant cafes, and luxurious hotels.
The Hotel Negresco is a historic landmark with its distinctive pink dome as a reminder of the opulence of the French Riviera during its golden age in the early 1920s. Each of the hotel's 128 rooms and 26 suites is individually decorated. No two rooms are alike, and they are designed with an eclectic mix of antiques, period furniture, and artwork.
The market near the promenade in Nice is the famous Marché aux Fleurs. Located in the heart of Old Town, it is a feast for the senses with the sweet scent of blossoms, fresh fruits and vegetables from farmers from the surrounding countryside, local honey, artisan goods, ceramics, souvenirs, and an abundance of food stalls. Old Town Nice is the historic heart of Nice. It feels like a maze with narrow cobblestone streets and alleyways that open up into small squares. The colorful architecture here is distinctly Italian, reflecting Nice's history as part of the Kingdom of Savoy until the 19th century. On Mondays, the market transforms into a flea market where stalls are filled with antiques, vintage items, and quirky collectibles. Although Old Town attracts its share of tourists, the area maintains an authentic charm with locals going about their daily lives, capturing the essence of the French Riviera's charm and history. Old Town is a fantastic place to experience traditional Niçoise cuisine with many small family-owned restaurants serving fresh seafood, provincial dishes, and French wines.
One site that we did not want to miss while in Nice was Castle Hill, so we walked along the promenade towards its staircase, enjoying the waterfront and its vibrant beach life. The beach here has pebbles and small rocks, so shoes or sandals are required. We took a short detour to get the classic Nice Instagram picture. Castle Hill is accessible by foot, elevator, or a small tourist train. The most popular way to reach the top is by walking up the hill via the staircase. Although this climb can be a bit steep, the views and natural beauty along the way make it worth the effort. From the first landing, you are treated to sweeping views of the Bay of Angels with its turquoise Mediterranean waters, and a vast stretch of the Promenade d'Anglais. We continued climbing towards the summit. One of the highlights during our ascent of Castle Hill is the Cascade du Château, a man-made waterfall that cascades down the rocks, providing a refreshing mist on hot days and a picturesque photo opportunity. From the summit you can see the picturesque red-tiled rooftops of Old Nice with its maze of narrow streets and pastel-coloured buildings. You can also see the dome structure of the Chapelle du Saint-Suaire. This Baroque-style chapel is part of the Catholic Brotherhood with deep ties to the region. While exploring Castle Hill, you can also visit a few archaeological sites that offer insights into the area's ancient history. There's a park that is filled with Mediterranean flora, including pine trees, olive trees, and vibrant flowers. So here are the costs for our 7-day stay in Nice. The train from Paris to Nice was $125. The hotel was $1,140. Our food was $823, and activities were $270, and that included a 1-day tour of the French Riviera, for a total of $2,358. Thank you for watching our video on Nice. We hope you enjoyed seeing some of the attractions that city has to offer. We were very satisfied with the hotel, and especially the breakfast buffet.
We ended up eating there almost every morning because Martin loves to eat a leisurely breakfast.
For sure.
So the buffet style is always a good choice for us.
Two of the restaurants that we really enjoyed were Le Galet and La Maison de Marie. We were at Le Galet 3 times. After our late night cocktail, we also returned for lunch and a dinner.
Yes, it was so nice to sit there on the beach with the crashing waves. So romantic.
We ate at La Maison de Marie on our last night. We came across this restaurant during our walks and made a 7 p.m. reservation. The restaurant filled up quickly after we got there, and the food did not disappoint.
No, it did not. We hope this will help you plan your trip to Nice. If you've been to Nice before, please let us know in the comments about the favorite things that you did and where you stayed.
We'll see you in the next video.